And there's the bell for round one. Counter punching. That's a scoring left hand. Got out of the way of that right hook. And misses with that jab. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, are like the make or break fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
With that jab. Quick punch scores. Catch and shoot. And parries that left jab away. Left counter punch will score. Nice counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Counter shot lands. As bad as boxing. What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make their history possible.
He misses with that jab. Offensive display, landing that left counter. He misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He just misses with that jab. Good counter punching for both these athletes. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got a dominant shot. Make them react from that, then react them. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Nice counter shot. He threw the hook, didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Good counter punch. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. There's the bell to start round three. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. Perfect counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Perfect counter lands. Can't find a home in that jab. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Neither man really defending themselves. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. There's the bell to start round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Then step back for just a moment. Watch that jab. Beautiful counter punch. These two are the perfect dance partners. Nice exchange here from both men.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
And a counter left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter shot with the right hand. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. There's a counter shot. Good counter right hand again. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight. This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
No, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up. Body in it. Be smart. Change your angle. Go out there and finish it. He's wait.
There's the bell for round 6. Can they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it hands down.
Can't score with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. He carries away that left hook. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And they figure out the combination to this sink.
It's so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Caution being thrown to the wind. Lands with the right counter. His jab just got blocked. Nice counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Good counter left hand there. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second.
Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if he can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire.
Sergio Martinez is dazed. And that's exactly where he doesn't need to be. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They exchange punches. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Left counter was perfectly timed. Great counter right hand there. That jab doesn't score. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Left counter score. Corner right. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good left counter that lands. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Both men step back for just a moment. And counter punching. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
That counter shot lands. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Throws the jab, but does not score. Perfect counter lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not. And there's the bell to start round 9. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round. Nice exchange here from both men. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots. Defending. Nice counter shot. Missing with that jab. Perfect counter lands. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves. They both want the knockout. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. The counter punching. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Good counter punching. Punch, counter punch. Tried to score with a jab. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Counter shot lands. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
He fails to score with that left hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round. There's a right hand. Oh, and Sergio Martinez is down on the canvas. Is he going to be able to make it back up?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Jab misses. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over. When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Blocks that jab. That hook was thrown with, it looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's see. There's the bell for round 12. Couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying, when you get out there jumping him, do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a nuts in away from getting stopped.
These fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Counter punching. Men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. blocks the right uppercut. Good counter punching. There's a counter shot. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play hard, play cool.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.